Okay, we should be back up and rolling at the moment. Can only apologise for the delay there, just while we try and get everything sorted back out. Again, so, perhaps even as expected, now given the performance we saw previously, Death have managed to accrue themselves a pretty substantial lead. Jack doing their very darndest to try and stay ahead, but this time round, it's not looking particularly great. Looks like, I think everything should be trying to come back online now. So should be coming through to Facebook and to Mob Crush. I think YouTube and Twitch still need a little bit of love before they get there. Okay, Twitch seems to have recovered itself just in time for what will almost certainly be the end of the match in the favour of Death, who've done exceptionally well. Let's see about if there's anything I can do about the YouTube. One more kill is going to seal it for Death. Simeon may be the one to receive it to the face. We do at least see a couple of kills picked off on the tail end of that. But yeah, unfortunately, Death managed to take that 2-0, or at least unfortunate for Pontiac. Yes, I do apologise, guys, for being a little bit distracted there. Just trying to make sure things working. And I also apologise for typing very loudly. It's part and parcel of me just being a little bit worried about why the YouTube isn't working. But I'll do my best. I hope at least some of you guys managed to make it across to the Twitch channel. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if there's an enormous amount I can do to get the YouTube working again. It's... Oh, there you go. It's on. It's back online again. Okay, guys. Yes, I do apologise. I don't know quite what was happening there, but one of the streaming parts of the equipment fell over on this end. But it seems to be all better now. So we'll do our best to get you back into a game as soon as possible. I think for the time being, it looks to be that we've got a chance to maybe, just maybe, fit ourselves in with a team battle. The pass key will be ESL1, and that's on the Android platform. I'm just setting it up now. And of course, welcome back, you guys on YouTube. I'm apologising merely because I wish only for you guys to experience the best of Modern Combat 5 action all the time without any interruptions. And I'm very aware that today hasn't perhaps been the smoothest as it could have been. But I very much appreciate you guys' patience. Capture the flag? I guess we could do capture the flag if you like on the streamer. I'll quickly remake the game as a capture the flag game. All you had to do was ask. Capture the flag, pass key, ESL1, creating it. Alright guys, so pass key ESL1. If you'd like to play some capture the flag while we're waiting for the next match to get started up. Admin's of course working as hard as possible to get you all the top quality matches as soon as is possible. While we're waiting for that, I believe we've gotten all of the entries we're going to get for our Twitch giveaway. I'll give a few more moments, so if any of you guys on YouTube would like to take part in the Twitch giveaway, that's going to be over at Modern Combat 5. And if you enter in there, if you haven't already, with hashtag RO32, your dog tag and your platform, or in any kind of order, then you'll be entered in. Currently, we've got 7 entries. Or if indeed you prefer to take part in the custom game that's going on right now, then it's ESL1. If you like some top quality capture the flag action. At the moment there's only 2 of us in here, so if any of you could come along and join, I imagine we'd have a considerably more entertaining game. Well, so yes, it looks like everyone is done with entering in this. So with our 7 entries, let's do a random number and figure out who it's going to be. It's going to be number 3. So the winner of our Twitch giveaway, which is our 3rd giveaway of the night, is going to be Arjun Salvo. Just passing the details across to those who need to know. So there'll be just one more giveaway, which will be on the Facebook page. Adderup, you've got one more chance to win today if you go through the Facebook page, which will be a little bit later on. Just checking that we've got Mustn't sir. Commiserations for not winning this time round. We will of course try and make sure across the weeks that different people do get wins rather than just the same person each time, because it can work out that way. And of course we'd love for you all you guys to come away happy with some free credits to call your very own. It looks like if any of you guys would like to join the custom game, it is passkey ESL1. If not, then I guess we can just keep on working. If there's another platform that you guys would like to play on, I think I can accommodate you on any of the platforms, be that PC, iOS, or Android. So if there's a whole bunch of So yes, just to keep you guys up to date, the last giveaway will be on the Facebook page. I'll give that a quick link across in a second. You'll need to have a Facebook account and go into the comments to be able to, sorry, I'm just trying to sort a few things out on this end. But yes, if you go to facebook.com/modern and find the video there, that will be the place for our new, our final giveaway for the evening. Well, there seems to be a little bit of a delay on that, so instead of waiting any further, let's have what will certainly be a high quality custom match. Oh, I say this, of course. I think my custom match may have actually timed out. Let's try a different passkey. So this is a custom match on the Android platform, as you might expect, being this is the Android tournament. The passkey would now be ESL2. To see if we can get anyone in for a team battle on the streets. To try and pass the time while waiting. I do apologise to... Oh, hello. Never mind all that. I think we've actually got a match coming in. Yes, I believe we're going to be able to follow Shadows of Death into their next game, which is very cool. And we should have that for you in just a few more moments. Oh. As has lamentably been the bane of so many teams so far, they've started the game immediately as I enter the lobby, meaning I was unable to actually join the spectators lab. I think I might have to ask them to restart the game, because as we've seen before, reporting from the trenches is perhaps less than successful a lot of the time. But while we're waiting, let's pop ourselves back onto the bracket again and have a look and see. Oh, Modern Combat 5 Gaming, as far as I can tell, it seems like the Facebook stream is running. Please do let me know if that's not working for you. I think... there's a possibility... we might be able to see that game which we were hoping to see, which was the Shadow of Death, moving into their next round. So let's have a look on here and see where they are in the bracket. Yes, I do apologise for any of you guys who were trying to join the custom game. I dropped out of it to attempt to get us into an actual tournament game. Doesn't seem like that's quite worked out, unfortunately. But let's have a look through here. So yes, here we go. So Shadows of Death, we're going to be taking on Paradise. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll be able to actually get through and see that match. It didn't unfortunately play out quite the way I was hoping to. But if we can, I'd love to be able to show you guys that match, since Shadow of Death did really, really well in the last game. We've seen a progression of teams which are just getting better and better as we go along. Just have a quick check-in on our our Facebook stream, just to make sure it is actually working. It does seem to be. So I'll keep checking with our admins to see what's going on. We might need to resort to a custom game, since I don't think too much is happening in that direction. Can only apologise. In that case, I might be able to just throw us up together on the ESL3 passkey. Team battle while we wait for things to get sorted out. So that's ESL3 is the passkey. Just going to put that across in all the chats and see if we can get something going while we're waiting for things to get sorted out. Oh, okay. Apparently what's happened with our previous match with the Shadow of Death is that there were some roster issues with that game, so I think we might be seeing that getting restarted, and hopefully we can watch them through their entire best of 3 against Paradise. Oh man, out of line. Your team kicked you out because you weren't good enough. That's just too bad, man. You could join my team anytime. I mean, I'm not saying that team would win, but you could still join it anyway. And I do see you on Facebook with your exceptionally colourful looking shirt there. Oh, here we go. We've got some guys in for the... Let's get some guys in for the team battle, because hey guys, I know you guys don't like to, you know, just be hanging around. So while we wait for the next match to get sorted out, we've got 3. If we get one more person in, that's ESL3 on the Android platform as the passkey to get into our custom game and play on stream. And I noticed you're there, Black Jaguar. One more player, I think we'll be pretty much good together. We probably need to have a extra player on my side, just because, as you might have already seen on stream, pretty bad, I have to admit. So I'm more of an observer than I am really an actual player. Alright, Relem could be our last player. Ooh. Oh, apparently Loke, who we can see on stream at the moment, is a known player of some repute, you might say. I think we did have a couple more players, but they left. So I might just... Oh, there we go. We have got a 3-on-3, and I think that's probably the best we're going to do for the time being. So, let's take to the streets and see. I believe that any of you guys can just join in as we go along. So the passkey is ESL3. Just throw yourself in there and get stuck in while we mess around waiting for the next match to start itself up. and are up dominating the Twitch chat, but of course it's soon going to all be about being on that Facebook page, facebook.com/mononcombat, to try and get our final giveaway of the day. We'll do that after the next match has concluded, but for now it's all about this custom game, which is going to involve me walking around and getting shot quite a lot. Well, I think I shot someone, which I feel is a real improvement. Tai Huang Thatch, whose name I was certainly butchered. We can certainly run some iOS stuff in a minute. I'll just have to check my iPad is charged. At the moment, this is a Android one, as is befitting the Android tone. Oh yes, the it looks like that's... It looks like my visor software has not looking the best of things, is it? Alright, well, I'm going to leave you guys to it for the time being, because it looks like we have in fact got a chance at watching some Score Gaming play, and honestly, I don't think there's any reason why we should not take up our admins on such a thing. So just bring ourselves back into game. So let's have a quick look down the bracket and see who it is. I think it's going to be... Oh, Nutuk. Yeah, Nutuk were the guys who were beaten out before by Score Gaming. A chance... That'd be really nice if we can get in and see them. Shouldn't be too much longer, but yeah, Nutuk lost out in the finals to Score Gaming before. A chance for Nutuk to get some revenge. Of course, Score Gaming, an absolute monster of a team, winning tournament after tournament after tournament. It's an enormous ask for anybody, honestly, to face up against them. But hey, if there's going to be any chance, certainly these guys have got something. Oh, bit Sarah D on YouTube. Hacksaw is the usual guy. And who would have credited it? The team started without letting me get into spectate. This never happens to Hacksaw, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, hi all you guys on the various different platforms, on Mob Crush, on YouTube. Hope you guys are having a good time. We'll do our very best to get this probably this game started over again, because I would love to be able to actually see this game taking place, and now that these guys have started, I won't be able to move into spectate, except to the point. Well, while we're here, might as well get a little sneaky peek. And I'll get the names changed over. So, score playing on the blue team. Nutuk on the red. But yes, I'd imagine, well, I guess we can kind of treat this game as a bit of a preview. And a score as perhaps might be expected. We get a little preview of what perhaps their match is going to be like. I'd imagine, honestly, it's going to be pretty darn similar. Well, we get to experience the joy that is our feet on the ground in the middle of the conflict. Let's get kills so we can get back to spectating. I do apologise, my viewing software not having the best of times, but hey, at least we get to watch it from the sidelines. I think this may end up being the actual match, all told. Alright, let's see if I can get murdered once again. I'm sure that Score Gaming very much appreciating my presence on their team. A little bit unexpected, perhaps. Let's see if I can figure out how to navigate myself into a position that I can get killed in. There we go. Alright, let's check everything's looking right. So, actually, all told, a pretty darn even game between these two teams. Very similar scores, even with me contributing 2 deaths across to the Nutuk side. Very, very even between the two. Usually, we've got a pretty good chance. Oh, no, there we go. Game 1 goes to Score. Alright guys, so hopefully we're getting set up and ready for our second game. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck as far as the actually getting to spectate as opposed to being relegated to a substitute player. Our gun streamer won't be taking any Facebook entries just for the time being. Yep, and this whole thing is being done by way of Android. Devante Joseph on Facebook. We're not accepting any outside spectators at the moment, but you can certainly watch it on stream along with us. So it kind of works out much the same as you might expect. We'll see about getting us back into game one as soon as is humanly possible. Oh, apparently the last match was actually played 6 versus 6. Just trying to clear up a few things on the administration side. I think there's perhaps a little bit of confusion over the nature of the last game. Being as my... Okay, it's... I was hoping that we'd be able to jump right back into Nutuk versus School Gaming. It might be that we're a little bit delayed before that actually happens. Just seeing if they... Just seeing if I can get the clarification whether or not that particular series is being started over again or not, because I think there was a little bit of confusion, possibly due to yours truly being actually in the game and appearing to be an extra player for School Gaming, when in fact I was merely a feedback across for Nutuk. There will be another, for all of you guys, there will be another giveaway coming through. Not immediately, but on the Facebook. So if you go across to facebook.com/moderncombat, you'll be able to join in that once that does go live, which will be after this round. I'm going to see if I can... have any better luck elsewhere. There's of course a few different ways of playing Modern Combat 5, and I'm just seeing if I can perhaps use one of the other ones. I'm glad you guys are finding each other's friends in chats. I do apologise for the delay. I'm just trying to find out what's going on with the tournament at the moment. As we saw in the last game, Nutuk and Score Gaming clashed with each other. Though I think possibly it wasn't going for quite as you'd hope it would. I'm just testing out some alternate methods of bringing you guys the game, just to see if we can maybe get something else going on. As far as okay. I'm just sorry, the reason I'm kind of not talking so much at the moment is I'm just testing out an alternative. No, okay. I was testing out some alternatives for you guys to see if we can maybe get some other another game going. Doesn't seem to be the case, unfortunately. So we'll have to just stick to what we've got for the time being. Alright, well, while we wait for that, of course, we'll fall back on that old fallback, which is to have a game of Modern Combat 5. So this time around, the passkey is going to be ESL3. And let's create that game. Let's see if we can get ourselves set up for a custom game. Oh boy, there's sure a lot of French being spoken in the YouTube chat, so if you enjoy French, I'd head over there. Unfortunately, I do not speak it myself, so I have no idea what anyone's saying, but I'm assuming they're having a good time nonetheless. Alright guys, starting to get a few of you drifting into the lobby. If you're hanging around and you're looking for something to do, then please do drop yourself across. And join in our team battle. Currently we've got 3 of us at the passkey ESL3. Pizza Gaming, that's a good thought. I will definitely put it on competitive map next time around, so I can get in and spectate rather than getting slaughtered myself. Because honestly, I have not been able to contribute a whole lot to this. At some point, I'll hope to do the PC one, and in which case I'll actually be able to contribute to my team in some sort of manner. Not particularly competently, but somewhat. I think we'll quickly jump into this 1v1 game, if we can. I should just quickly turn off my auto-rotate. Oh, I think it might not let us start with an unassigned player. Orange, if you're listening, then please join a team. Because I think we're not going to have that much longer before we actually get into our game itself. The pass key is ESL3. If you want to join them. I think it might have run into problems there, so I'll just have a quick reset on that, try and get us back up and working again. Shouldn't be too long before we're back in. We'll keep the yes, as Guruvev. I'm almost certainly slaughtering that name. I said I think it got stuck, so we're just going to create a new one. Of course, while we're killing this time, it's entirely possible that we may end up with our next match, so we'll try and get through it as fast as we can anyway. And there's certainly nothing stopping you guys from playing by yourselves anyway. Okay, so I'm going to set up the custom game once more. As I said, there's every possibility we won't be able to actually play this out for any significant amount of time. But ESL3 will be your passkey. Just creating the game at the moment. Let's try that again. I'm going to try changing to ESL4 because it didn't seem to be letting me create that one. I think it might be because there's a pre-existing game under that same passkey. See if I need a better luck. Oh, never mind all of that, because we have got ourselves an actual competitive game to look at rather than just this silly nonsense which we're getting to currently. So let's get ourselves in. Okay, so yes, I believe we're going to be able to see Score Gaming taking on Nutuk. Oh no, Score versus Shadow of Death. Oh, I think we've actually moved forward into our semi-finals. So apparently Score making short work of Nutuk. Commiserations to them, our former finalists. Alright, so we're just trying to get ourselves in there. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing alright in the various chats. There we go. This time round we're actually going to get to go into the spectator before they start the game. But yes, so Score Gaming going. Let's refresh the bracket here so you guys can see as well. And well, so yes, Score Gaming gets Shadows of Death in the other side of the semi-finals bracket. They haven't even gotten that far, but Score Gaming showing every sign of making their way through to the finals once again, as is expected of them from pretty much every other tournament we've seen them compete in. Looks like we've got the final score player in now, and shortly we'll be having our final Shadows of Death player as well, so that's pretty good. Score Gaming are going to be on the blue side. Shadows of Death going to be in the red, and we're only moments from heading into that game. It's still going to be a best of 3. Anirip, yep, I am still aware of the chats going on. I'm just going to quickly put ourselves back across. As soon as possible. Alright. We should be live into the game itself. And let's see how things go. Score Gaming taking an early lead, as perhaps is expected of them. And oh no. Looks like we might have had a issue with ours. Let's see if we can get it to come back in. Anaroop, of course I don't forget you were there. That is exceptionally important. Unfortunate. Looks like we've had a client issue coming into the game, so we'll probably just have to let them play out this first game as it is. And join back in on game 2. I can only apologise for that. These things do occasionally happen. But certainly, if we're going to assume from what we saw in the first 20 seconds of the match, which was Score Gaming taking a 4-0 lead, then Score Gaming certainly seem more than happy to carry on with things. Yeah, let's pop ourselves back out to the brackets once again. Unfortunately, it looks like my client has just crashed entirely, so won't be able to bring you that particular game. Again, I can only apologise for the multitudinous technical issues we've run into this evening. This has been our first time broadcasting across an Android, and unfortunately, the technology doesn't seem to be quite up to the task. We do appreciate any of you guys who have hung around. While we're waiting for that game to get done, of course we'll fall back to the oldest of fallbacks, which is playing a game between ourselves. So I'll set that up in just a moment. Okay, so we're going to set ourselves up with a team battle. Let's make sure everything is looking okay. So ESL5 will be your passkey into this game. So if you guys would like to play while we wait for the second match of the series, then please do join me on the streets for a team battle ESL 5. Hello, honey. Yes, I'm aware that there's definitely some issues with the stream quality at the moment. I can only apologise. Of course, yes. So this is going to be on Android that the custom game is taking place in. So ESL 5. Certainly, if any of you guys have any insights on what we can do to make the, obviously, apart from just the general quality of the stream, which is not what we want it to be, absolutely, we're going to need to look into other solutions on how to, get the Android things working well. Loke, unfortunately I can't promise we'll play the whole custom game because we are just waiting for the next game to start up in the tournament. Yes, Pizza Gaming, I have put myself in the spectate slot this time round, so at least I will not be weighing down any particular team. So please, ESL 5 on the Android platform will put you into the team battle. We've already got 3 guys in here ready, so we're setting ourselves up for a pretty reasonable one. But yeah, as I said, yeah, honey, I feel more than free. I would absolutely love it if we can get some more people streaming Modern Combat 5. Particularly if you figure out anything about streaming on Android, which is going to make it easier for us as well, please let us know, and we'll definitely take into account for any future streams we do on the platform. What it is at the moment is we're using a particular piece of software. That software is not working out quite as well as it would like. We've also run across a couple of other little issues, but that's really the major one. So we'll be looking at some other software to see if we can bring you Android gaming another time in much better quality, because that's what you guys deserve. Alright, cool. We're getting some extra players in. I think once we've got 3 on each side, then we'll be pretty good to go. Yep, client is still all groovy. 2v4, that's not very fair. Alright, 3v3. Let's get these guys going. With an update on the score for Score Gaming. It is going to be 1-0 to them, and unfortunately, as is nearly always going to be the case, just as we get started, we're going to have to leave you guys to this one, because we've got a competitive match taking place. I can only beg your continued patience. Because I'm very much aware that you guys have been so very, very, very patient up until this point. I can only pray that you continue to do so. Alright, so I'll leave you guys to this particular one and head back out. Hopefully that won't end up cancelling the match which is in progress, but we do have to return for the second game of Score Gaming. And I intended to watch that last custom game that was going on. We can't unfortunately give it over Score Gaming's match, while instead of... Sorry, we can't watch a custom match rather than Score Gaming's match. That would just be crazy. So I'll make your way back out again. Hopefully we'll be into that match very, very shortly. Alright, just joining ourselves up now, jump into the spectate. And I think we should be good to go pretty darn quickly. Alright, we've got 5 for score, and we've got 4 for Shadow of Death, and score are up 1-2-0. Just gonna quickly jump back in and out of lobby to make sure I'm not the host, because I wouldn't particularly like to force these players to start as and when I want to, because they know a lot better than I do. Alright, jumping to spectate now. Should be about to get started. Hey Peter, hey, you got the same name as me. I can certainly understand your frustration at the lack of gameage on stream right now. We're doing our darndest to make sure that you do get a game as soon as possible. Only one more player needs to come from Shadow of Death before we get started with that one. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Score Gaming are up 1-0 in this game. So we've got every possibility of seeing a very short semi-finals taking place. We've got perhaps a few more players than we were maybe expecting in this game. I think they're just trying to... There you go, they're trying to find themselves into the spectate slot, I suspect. They have managed it now, so we've got 5 on each team, which is of course the best number. So we shouldn't be too far off from seeing if Shadow of Death can somehow manage to pull it back against what is honestly probably the toughest team you could possibly face off against in the semi-finals. Just checking what's being said in the lobby chat. Looks like the players are just asking if they can start. I'm just going to let the admin know that's the case. I think we might have a bit of a extra player. Raj, we will be streaming the match as soon as there is a match to stream. There we go, we are starting up. Phew! Thank you guys for bearing with us up until this point. And we'll get ourselves into game momentarily. It's loading in as we speak, as we talk. I hope you guys enjoyed the 3v3 custom game. Apparently it was messed up. Well, Hopefully in a good way? I'm not sure. But hey, we're going to have the semi-finals between Skull Gaming and Shadow of Death from in just a few moments. Hopefully we won't crash getting into game this time around. Something hasn't actually happened to me before, so I think it must have been just a bit of an unfortunate fluke. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Into game itself, let's make sure you can actually see what on earth's going on. Oh dear. It seems to have crashed again. Oh boy. Not perhaps what we were hoping for. Okay guys, this is obviously very disappointing. So, to try and make up for it just that tiny little bit, we're gonna start up on our Facebook giveaway, which will be, of course, our final giveaway of the night. So I'm sure you guys at this point know what's going on, but I'll quickly put in the chat. So it's hashtag semi So yes, it's hashtag semi your platform and then your dog tag. So I can only apologise. Dude, that's the second time that's ever crashed, so I don't know quite what's going on there. Yes, Pizza Gaming might look into getting a different Android device to stream from, because I don't know if it's that this particular phone that I'm streaming from isn't up to it. But I think it's actually probably more to do with the particular, well, there's various different issues that we're going to have to work on for a future broadcast. But unfortunately we won't be able to get back into that semi-finals game. Because it will put us back in as a player, which is not really. So we'll have to just wait and find out what the ending is between Skull Gaming and Shadow of Death. I know it's very, very disappointing for you guys, but while we're waiting, if you guys are in the Facebook chat and would like to get some free stuff, please do follow Anarip's example and post your details in there in that format. I'd imagine it's probably more likely than anything to be the phone I'm using isn't perhaps up to this. But hey. We'll have to try it on a different device, perhaps, maybe a tablet. Yep, Sonny, or anyone else who's in the Facebook chat, which is facebook.com/monocombat. Please do put in there your details, and I'll just go through, and I think maybe not all of them are coming through to my side, so I'm gonna make sure I've got everybody for our Facebook giveaway. So checking what's going on the admin side. See if we can potentially get another semi-final for you guys, because I know it's disappointing to not have anything there. I'll make sure I can actually go through and grab you guys and make sure you're entered into the competition. There we go. Okay, so just going through and making a note of all you guys' names, because there's been a healthy crop of people entering. So if you guys, if any of you guys in the chat haven't entered yet, please do put it in. So as you can see, as other people are doing, just type in hashtag semi, your platform and your dog tag. Just harvesting all of those at the moment. Okay, I think. Remember guys, you need to have your platform as well as your dog tag, otherwise it won't work. But I think I've got on everyone so far. And we also should be able to jump into a competitive game if everything goes right. From between Banshee and a Dead Soul. So yes, just to quickly go down on the list. So Anaru Banshee. Oh, excellent! We can actually get into this game. So I think that's going to be. Let's jump across the brackets so we can keep up with what's going on. Oh, of course we're still there. Excellent. So I think we're in the other side of the bracket, which would be. Yes, Dead Soul versus Banshee. I'll announce the winner of the Facebook giveaway as soon as possible. Let's have a quick check and see who's on. Who's on each team. So does Dead Soul have anyone obvious? Let's have a look. Ultron, Straw Hat, Arden. We'll have to have a look around once we get into game. The admins are of course pleased that this time round we did manage to get into the game correctly. we'll have to see if we can figure out who's on which team. Let's jump across to the in-game view, and of course we'll get everything changed to the correct players. Sharing. I love you. Shock. Okay, so it looks like the blue team are Dead Soul. And which must mean the other team are Banshee. Let's get those deets changed over. I believe these guys are in the... only in the quarterfinals, so we are still looking at a best of 3 situation. But yes, let's make sure everything is looking nice for you guys. But yeah, we've got a nice start out with Banshee managing to pull a slight lead ahead. Pretty darn quickly. There we go, approximately in the right place. So, Banshee managed to pull themselves ahead to a slight lead. 9-3, not the most impressive lead we've seen so far, but certainly pretty substantial. Easy for you. Rocking the 1-1. Let's see if we can knock through and find out who are we looking for. Probably Crystal Test. I think, I'm not 100% certain of this, but I think he may have just died. No? That wasn't him. Let's see if we can knock through. Here we go, Crystal Test, 3-1 in this game. Certainly pretty reasonable accuracy. I mean, 5% doesn't sound that impressive, but that merely just means that Crystal Test is throwing out so many more bullets than anyone else is, that eventually kills just come their way. Still, speaking of, we are seeing a little bit of resurgence from the Dead Soul side. Let's take a quick note of the team names. Yeah, they've actually managed to even up really, really well. Dead Soul managing to pull themselves back, actually managing to pull themselves into the lead for just a second. They're managing to stay very slightly ahead of the opposition. Certainly making use of some top tier weaponry with the prestige guns coming out as well. No real surprises there. These players take this very, very seriously. Oh, and apparently it's already 1-0 for Banshee. I was unaware. It's making this game even more important for Dead. So for a little while there, it did seem like Dead Soul were going to be able to come back, but it seems to have started to struggle a little bit for them, falling behind quite substantially after managing to claw themselves back to parity. Again, still, kills remaining fairly even. Well, we've seen this so often that teams can somehow just, sometimes can just stop the bleeding for a little while, but then they never manage to actually catch up the distance. I love you, looking to try and deliver at the present that show, said Love, and actually manages to catch Cat in the back of the head with a nice shot. I love you making the way out of the field, looking to try and pad those stats just a little bit more. Do find ourselves in a little bit of trouble, and let's check ourselves in on the scoreboard to see how everyone's doing overall. It looks like I Love You is the one kind of carrying things for Dead in this game. It looks like Dead have actually dropped a player somewhere along the line. So Banshee taking advantage of the numbers. Still, it's a lot on I Love You's shoulders trying to make up. Unfortunately, despite the fact of having an enormous amount of kills in this game, it is also matched by the enormous amount of deaths. Trying to kneecap the opposition does take out SS on the backside of that, but still Banshee picking up so many kills as time goes on. Lasers shooting left, right, and everywhere, and I Love You is going to fall. Only 8 kills, 7 kills separate from the end of the game. Let's follow I Love You till the end of things, which seems to be very, very close. The EMP strike going to be coming in. Dead Soul's going to be even more confused, even harder for them to react and try and stop the bleeding. 44, 45 kills coming in for Banshee. They have only got 4 more kills to move forward in the composition. Dead Soul's putting up such a fight, but it does not feel like it's going to be remotely enough. Crystal Test going down very, very low with a similar amount of kills. Back up the stairs again, looking to try and pick a fight. Drops down. The Explosion's trying to find its way through. One more kill is going to do it for Banshees, and I think that happened off screen. That's 2-0, and Banshee are going to be moving forward. Similar weaponry lineup on all top 3 players there. Perhaps you can read into that. So unfortunately we'll have to say goodbye for now to Dead Souls. Oh, Dead Soul? I think it's actually Dead Soul, and I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Let's check on the bracket. No, it is Dead Soul. I do apologise. Putting some S's where they do not belong to be. I hope that came across alright. Dio, I can only apologise for the relatively poor stream quality. We'll definitely do. I'm not sure there's an enormous amount more we can do about that this particular time round, I'm afraid, but we'll certainly do our best for any future streams to increase the quality exponentially. Alright guys, let's see what's going on. I'm checking to see if there's any other games coming up, or if we can get away with fitting a cheeky private game in here. Passkey is going to be ESL6. That's ESL6 on Android. For some fun and funky team battle action, which I'll be spectating rather than weighing down a particular team. I'm going to quickly pop back onto Facebook and see if we've got any new people we need to bring in for the Facebook competition. Please do bear in mind, you only need to enter in once. Yep, entering in more than once will definitely not really get you anywhere. So just once is fine. I'm going to go through and make sure that everyone who has entered is in. Let's see, Devon. Yep, you're in as well. Okay, so it looks like people are, I mean, you're just doing the same ones again. So, any of you guys who haven't entered before, please do enter in with the hashtag Semi, and then the Android. And then, sorry, so the hashtag Semi, your platform, Android, PC, or iOS, and then your dog tag. We haven't, as of yet, got a winner. We're still taking entries. Oh, we should find out after we're done with this custom game odds. I'll go through and figure out who won our final giveaway of the evening. Hey, Textual Triangular, how's it going? I think probably most of the conversation is going to be going on in the Twitch chat right now. I think we might have run into a problem with the... Yes, I think we have. With the... With my particular device. So I'm just going to quickly change things back for that. Okay, sorry, just doing a few bits and pieces on this end to make sure everything's coming across as well as it should. Yes, I think unfortunately my Modern Combat 5 is running into a bit of trouble. So I'll have to reset that particular one. Okay. I think, let's have a look. Sunny, I'll have a quick check and see that you've not already entered. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so while we get that all sorted out, and I think we're heading towards our finals at the moment, let's do the final giveaway. So let's see, so how many entries do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and it will be our number 8 who's getting this time. So Sadi Shikar, you will be our Facebook winner. So congratulations. I can only throw the commiserations to Anna up. Been very unlucky so far to enter this many times and not manage to get it. While we're waiting for the finals to come up, I'm going to do make another attempt at getting us set up for our custom game to spend some time before the finals happens. Oh yes, sorry, in answer to your question on Facebook about the core system, I think it's interesting. I think it's a different way of taking the game. I haven't had a chance to experiment with it as much as I'd like, but I think the idea of being able to kind of have that much flexibility is really interesting. Whether or not it's going to be possible to to make every option as viable as every other option, I think it's probably going to be very, very difficult. But I don't think there's anything wrong with trying. It's certainly more work for for everyone involved, but I think it'd be worthwhile. Right, so anyway, let's give it another try at creating that custom game that I know you guys have been waiting for as patiently as possible. I can, obviously at this point, ESL 7 will be the passkey. I can understand you guys getting tired. But we're very nearly done with everything here. We've got all of our winners, and all that really remains is to see our finals through, which will be best of 5. I have to imagine, I'll just go do a quick check on that now, that Skull Gaming are going to be set up to take themselves into there quite quickly. I believe they're up against Shadows of Death. But the way it was going, it certainly seemed to be pretty hard. So yeah, so ESL ESL 7 is the passkey. ESL and the number 7 will get you into our team battle, which we'll use as the prelude to our finals. Yes, congratulations to Sunny for being our final winner. Commiserations, of course, to our Anurup, our hardest working competitor, and yet cruelly denied at the last second by a bit of bad luck. Unfortunately, there are many more people entering for the Facebook competition. So, but still, we'll be keeping track of who wins each week, so we're making sure that the same people don't win week after week after week. So don't worry, I imagine that yours will be able to, you'll be able to find your way to 500 free credits sometime very soon. So guys, if you're struggling for anything to do, if you've got your Android running, then ESL 7 will bring you into our team battle on the streets. You've only got one at the moment, but I'm sure we can get a few more before the evening is out. Yep, Sunny everyone, I hope you'll stay with us for the finals, because as always, we have the possibility of seeing Score Gaming. I mean, you don't want to not be here for if and when Score Gaming actually lose. It's got to happen at some point. Oh, Devan Joseph, don't worry about putting your code in. All of the giveaways are done for this evening, so you don't need to do that anymore. Unfortunately, didn't get it that time around, but hey. Okay, well, we've got a couple of players, so heck, I think people can join in after the fact here, so let's get going. Let's bring ourselves across the in-game screen and get rid of all our bits and pieces here. Unfortunately, I'm having to quickly do a rejig on some of our bits and pieces here each of the times. To apologise. It'll be fine for the rest of the game at least. There you go, looking much nicer. So it's going to be a 1v1 on the streets. So if you find yourself drawn to join in, ESL 7 will be your pass key of choice, which I believe will still bring you into the game even once it's started. Ooh, we have a 2v1, and thus we shall follow. I think it might be called Steve? Or Steve. Okay, Steve. Steve it is. Steve will 1v2. Oh, Devon Joseph, you're from the UK too, and you're raised in the Caribbean. Excellent, that's really cool. Oh, got a bit of a lag on the stream. Let me just restart that. Should be back up in a second. There we go. Oh no! Stee! The hero of this tale. It's taken down. Oh, finds himself in trouble yet again, but there we go. First kill for Stee. What a hero. Don, I'm not quite sure what to say to the things that you're saying, but I'm glad that you're having a good time anyway. Well, it looks like we're running into problems again. I don't know if there's anything else we can change, honestly. Let's see. Let's change it down to 1 megabit and save it across. Oh, hello, it's behaving itself a little bit better now. Alright, Stee, the heroic, the marvellous, the charismatic Stee. Ooh, nice shot there. Lands it, and we've got another stall, so take this opportunity to restart that. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get back in again. Yes, I'm aware that it's suffering a little bit. It's showing okay. Honestly, it's showing okay on my actual Android device, so I'm thinking it's going to be primarily that it's the software I'm using to get it from my Android device to my screen isn't quite up to it. I can only apologise. It seems like we might run into a bit of a problem with my software isn't working out quite as well as I'd hope it would. Might need to run it again on my phone. Oh, hello. No, maybe, possibly, perhaps. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, I do apologise. I'm just going to restart my phone and then we'll come back in with with potentially one of the other semi-finals. I think Banshee. Oh, that's right. Banshee going to take on Walrus in the other semi-finals, as we can see here. So Walrus making it through to here, Banshee making it past Dead Soul. So hopefully we'll be able to watch that without any further interruption. Yes, Pizza Game, we will definitely be changing the software for the next stream. This one, we did some initial tests on it and it seemed absolutely fine. The problems that's coming with stalling only seem to come out much later on. So as you've seen, it works fine for a little while, and when I was testing it, it seemed to be completely fine. But unfortunately for us and for everybody watching, I think it probably wasn't designed for this in the first place, to be honest. So we'll have to find a piece of software that is. Oh, Tactile Chandra, I'm glad you enjoy Imp S's. Right, let's get ourselves back in the driver's seat again. Warbane Pwn, I'm afraid I have nothing to do with any kind of accounts or banning or anything similar to that. You need to send a message to the Facebook page or to the Twitter. As far as, you know, anything to do with people doing any nature exploit, I have absolutely no control over that, I'm afraid. So yes, Banshee versus Walrus should be the one coming up next. Obviously, that is a battle that's often found in nature. The much fabled Moby Dick. I believe, was written about a Banshee and a Walrus. There may have been a whale in there somewhere, but I'm pretty sure Banshee and Walrus. Beasts of legend and lore. As I said, Warbane, I certainly do appreciate you trying to bring it to people's attention. Fortunately, nothing we can do about it on this stream. Please do send a message to the Facebook page or to Twitter if you want to take up with any kind of dispute with any other player. I was seeing about if we've got a key for our next match, because of course we'll need a key to get us into that game for our other semi-finals. So you've kind of ended up with a bit of a staggered finals. Oh, Sunny Shakar, sorry, I should have probably been clear about this. You won't get the reward from any of the competitions today, because that kind of stuff is done out of the office and they're only there during normal working hours, as opposed to us poor souls and everyone who's here a little bit later in the day. Alright guys, we have got our pass key. So let's go and hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck this time around. You guys have been really great sticking with us with the stream all the way through, and for any of us, any of you guys who are joining, very much aware the stream isn't really what we want it to be at this point. But at least we know we're getting bits and pieces here. We're just trying to join in Banshee and Walrus. Let's see if we can have a bit better luck with joining the lobby this time around. Sometimes it's being a bit finicky. Just letting our admins know what's going on. Admins, of course, those guys who are working behind the scenes don't get any credit at all, but work incredibly hard to make sure this tournament goes ahead. They're doing all the things as far as the internal, figuring out, who won where, who should have gone through his next round, all that kind of thing, which is a lot more complicated in practice than you'd imagine. There we go. Okay, so we've managed to sneak our way into the lobby like a sneaky, beaky... I don't know where I'm going with that. Anarup, thank you for sticking with us this far. Have a lovely evening or good night wherever you are. So many time zones. Hopefully you'll come along for future streams and hopefully have a bit better luck as far as those giveaways goes. Devon, thanks man, that's a nice thing for you to say. I hope your accent is great too. I'm sure it's one of those things where it's like if you go somewhere else, then suddenly you're a novelty. Chrissy Stobaker, I think we can get beyond insults here. Perhaps we can't. Perhaps that's where we are destined to remain. But I hope you're enjoying the stream whenever happen. Devon, the Facebook winner was Sunny Shakar. There are various other winners. I can have a quick look through and just check who they were. Argon Salvo won the Twitch giveaway. Let's see. Tahaxel was our Mob Crush winner. And USA Gamer was our YouTube winner. And I'm sure I will remember you, even if I probably say your name completely wrong every single time. I can see that you guys in the chat are having a good time playing with a Nightbot. Nightbot works hard every single day. Right, let's have a quick look at who is going to be on the Walrus Clan side, because they've got an excellent name. Rusty Psy Ranger. There's a lot of guys on this team. Let's have a look at Banshee, because I think we did see them before. Easy for You and Cat are on the Banshee side. Yes, to Hacksaw. Always confuses me because I confuse him with the actual Hacksaw, who is our delightful and wonderful streamer who operates on Sundays for the other tournaments. But let's not waste any more time and get into the game itself. Whoops, that's a little weird looking. Alright, well, let's get the overlays showing up and let's fix that as soon as is humanly possible. Not that way. All a little bit quiet around here, so let's go and take a look at where the action actually is taking place. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think it might have in fact crashed again. These are in fact dark times for our Grey Nation. I don't... And what's particularly odd about this is that it's crashed, but I could still hear the game sound, so if I was a particularly skillful player, perhaps I could infer what's going on by just sheerly the sound of explosions. I don't think that's going to be the case this time around, so we'll have to resort to more normal means of resolving the situation, which is just to jump out and put ourselves into a custom game instead. I guess we'll have to come back. For game 2, while we're all waiting. Perhaps we can instead do a custom game, if any of you guys are still up for it. What I might suggest actually is, I don't know if I can have an informal show of hands from the people in the chat, saying it whether or not anybody has the... Do we have any PC players in here? Because I think we've been having a bit of trouble with the Android platform. Might try switching across instead to the PC one, at least as far as our custom games go. So if I catch enough people who are PC players, probably in the YouTube chat, since it seems to be the most active right now, then we might try and get something done. Otherwise, I think we'll perhaps just I'll set up a custom game on Android and see if anybody is around to play. Alright, so passkey is going to be just ESL. We're going to have that one created for you. So Iron, if you've just come back to things, unfortunately we had a bit of a technical error when it came to the previous game. So we've had to drop out and just run a custom game. Oh, we can certainly run a different... Let's change to a different map. There we go. Okay, we changed to conversion. Passkey is going to be ESL. So if any of you guys want to join in, then please do come along. Stick in that passkey and it should show you up only this game, hopefully. unless someone else is running it, the same sort of thing. Yeah, so if any of you guys are on Android and would like to play, ESL will be the passkey for some... Oh, darn it. I set it to rush. Oh, man. There we go. Everything's there. Passkeys ESL. Let's create it once again. Oh. I'll keep an eye out for that game too, of course. So, as you can tell, they're creating the game before your very eyes. ESL will be your passkey once it is up and running. We've got conversion, we've got team battle, we've got observing, I think, as well. Hopefully, we've got everything going. Crystal, nice to see you still in the chat. I think you've stuck with us for quite a long time. Gaming Diana, nice to see you as well. Dropping down some... Oh, hello. That's not what I want. Overloaded servers. Evidently too many of you guys enjoying some Modern Combat 5 action. But yeah, no, I've no idea what Gaming Diana is saying. Probably if I had a little bit more time, I would throw that into Google Translate and see what they're saying. But hopefully they'll find another Japanese speaking person in the YouTube chat who can converse with them. Gonna try and knock together the team battle. Of course it's on the streets. At this point I just want to get the game started, honestly. But I can only apologise to those of you who've enjoyed playing on different maps. It is just happening because it's the first map and I end up creating the game over and over again. Because sometimes I just forget to do different settings and then I'm having to run it over again. There we go. So passkey ESL. Never mind that, because we've got ourselves an actual game to watch. So it's kind of fortunate, as it turns out. Hey, Wanda Beras. Yes, Windows. This game is also on Windows. In fact, will be for me, it's the primary platform, just because that's kind of the most I'm used to. But in just a few moments, I think we're going to be able to jump ourselves into the second game of that last series between, let's see, it's been so long now, I've almost forgotten, Walrus and Banshee. Hey, Soul Gamer MAF. I hope you didn't say anything rude there. Welcome to the stream. Look Gaming, I see you've been around here for a while and I very much appreciate that. Just jumping into the spectate here. So a quick check through. Fear, that seems like a pretty standout name. Let's see if either of these teams have got Fear in them. Since I've forgotten in the interview time? Nope. And there we go. So Banshee is on the blue team this time round. Oh, I think they were as well. I'm just going to check what the score was. Just gonna check who's winning. Yes, I feel very bad about the constant starting and cancelling of custom games. Alright, well, as it turns out, we don't know who won game one, so we'll just have to enjoy it as a game in of itself. But hey, these guys have made it all the way to the semi-finals, so they must be pretty darn good teams. So even if we don't know exactly what the score is, we'll enjoy it nonetheless. Look, Gaming, I appreciate your kindness in this tough time for everybody. Alright, but let's waste no more time as we come back in. Let's bring all those overlays back again. This time around we've even got the right teams in the right places. And we start ourselves off with a very violent altercation. Banshee taking a swift lead. I seem to remember that I could be completely wrong in this respect. Oh, it seems to be going alright so far. So far, so good. You guys have been absolutely wonderful as far as your patience with this. I know the technology's been atrocious, but at least in this game, we've got a game actually on our hands. So Banshee and Walrus 6-2-3, throwing out a little bit of explosive action, which isn't going to get too much renewal. Let's see if we can find someone who's a little bit more involved directly in the action. Morizu is going to find himself in a whole bunch of trouble. Let's find Papito. Papito is our new hero. 3 deaths, 1 kill, 13% accuracy, not too shabby. Especially when he's rocking the machine gun. That's going to go up to 4 and 1. Recon aircraft coming out for Banshee. They're starting out pretty darn well. And it's looking really, really good for them right now. Walrus stumbling a little bit, trying to find themselves through and get to cover. There is, of course, nowhere that is safe for them on this map. It's going to... Hopefully you guys can hear the game sounds as well. We are seeing Banshee trying to move out, or sorry, trying to really clamp down this particular and make sure that any member of Walrus who comes in gets punished. However, Walrus have managed to pick up a few kills of their own. It's going to be traded back and forward. Walrus manages to do work, but they've started to stumble a little bit on their comeback tour. Only 3 kills ahead, but the EMP strike is going to be deployed by Banshee, giving them this window opportunity to really try and punish. Papito coming from the back. I don't know if he realizes how close he is to getting a flank on, but they're actually on a different level than he is. So it's going to be up to Banshee to see if they can get upstairs. Perhaps they don't even need to. They've certainly got the kill advantage right now. Walrus are trading a few back, and Walrus have actually made their way down to the bottom levels, picking up a few kills for themselves. That's starting to stack up pretty considerably. Let's see if we can find out who's getting these kills. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It probably spells something, but I can't make it out what it is. So let's go look at him. He's not going to be the last one. 7-5. So of course Walrus are behind this one, so their records are not going to look that great. And their best player just hit the dirt in a hurry. Banshee still maintain a lead, starting to actually grow it now. Still a delightful weapon, and again, disastrously for Walrus, their best player gets nailed immediately, straight out of the game. Nowhere to go whatsoever. Let's take a look at what Crystal Test is doing, delivering some packages upstairs. Not the Santa Claus perhaps they're hoping for. Walrus trying to make an incursion on the steps there, but ultimately getting mown down. Banshee still building up further and further kills, bringing out the drone as well. Putting this very quickly beyond reach, building up themselves for the 12-14 kill advantage. Easy for you, unstoppable, easy to say, not so much. Cat out the backside of things, trying to look for a kill. Actually, a lot of kills being traded back onto Walrus while that was all going on, but they've still got such a ridiculous level behind at this point. Nice little slide from Cat, getting some style points through there. It's very low on health, so I think it was more necessary than perhaps just stylistically required. Cat making their way around the back, looking to see if they can get a nice little bit of a flank on. Ultimately, find themselves unneeded. Papito, who has been our favourite all this time long, still making his way through 12-5, very, very nice record. He's going to get absolutely nailed by Walrus there, though, as he comes around the corner. Hey to Bernie on YouTube, how's it going? It's very close to being over in favour of Banshee right now. I think Oh. Okay. Not sure quite what happened there. I think the players all left. That's an interesting situation. I haven't come across that one particularly soon. Yes, Brutal 420. I'm afraid that the FPS from my phone is okay, but when it's going to my computer, something's getting lost in the translation. But yes, that was a bit of an odd end to that match. I don't know if that's going to be considered to be a done game or not. Because, I mean, it certainly seemed like it was pretty much over. But in favour of Banshee. I'm just going to let our admins know. Okay, I've got confirmation from our almighty, all-powerful, all-knowing admin, so that is a 2-0 in favour of Banshee. I don't think it really could have gone any other way at that point. There was, I don't know quite why everybody left right at the end, but it's possible that my client was just a little bit behind what was actually going on. Alright. Ah, Graf, that's very kind of you to say. Yes, DZ Gaming, if you like a custom game, we can certainly set that up since we'll have a little bit of time now. Which map would you like to have us play on? Because I can get that set up now. So Banshee took that last game at 2-0 over Walrus Clan, who, despite having a much more hilarious name, didn't translate into performance for them ultimately. Okay, let's see. I quite enjoy Museum, so I think we'll do a... we'll do, let's see, so passkey is ESL, playing on a team battle on Museum. So, guys, please do come in. Hey, Game Fuzzy TV. Oh, Vantage or Construction, okay. Okay, gonna make it Vantage, gonna put the passkey in of ESL once more. Let's make it... Oh boy, typing is hard. ESL 1. The passkey is ESL 1. Done it! Team battle. Passkey ESL 1. Bam. Okay, so I'm just creating the game at the moment, but ESL 1. Hey guys, so if you'd like to have some custom game fun on Vantage in a team battle, ESL1 is the passkey that you need to put in. Hopefully we can get a little game going there and have some fun. While we're waiting for our, what I believe is actually going to be our grand final of Banshee taking on Score Gaming. Let's have a quick look through Banshee's history and see how they fared in other tournaments. So from the Netherlands, it looks like they only... Oh, this is actually... I think there might actually be a new team. So a pretty nice showing for us. For them, rather. So yes, Score Gaming versus Banshee will be our finals today. Ah, poot. I think my my client's had a bit of a disconnection there. Just going to quickly... I think there might not even actually be time for a custom game anyway. I do apologise, Steezy Gaming. Because I think we might just go straight into into the actual finals itself. Yep, we've got a passkey, so I'm just loading up my client right now. Oh, Blake, that's too bad about the squad chat. I would definitely drop a message to the Facebook page or the Twitter to let them know in as much detail about what's going on. Hopefully, once they know these kind of issues are affecting people, I'm sure that they'll work their hardest to make sure it's resolved as soon as it can. Zakaria? I hope I've got your name roughly right. That's a good question. I'm afraid I don't know myself. You really would have to ask the Facebook page. I'm afraid I'm only doing the streaming. I'm not involved with the development at all. Sure, Steezy Gaming. Definitely once all the stuff is done, I'd be more than happy to have a look through. Oh, there we go. So, we are going to head towards our finals. I know some of you guys have been waiting an awful long time for this. So we're going to try and do our darndest to make sure it comes across as clearly as it can. Looks like the players are pretty much ready, so it's just a case of me getting in there, getting their spectate, and then starting. Hopefully, they will not start without me being ready. There we go, in the spectate slot. We've got 5 on 5. We've got score on the blue team. Oh boy, we are almost ready for our finals. School Gaming on the blue, Banshee on the red. Hey Steezy, who doesn't love montages? Rayan, again, I'm afraid you'd have to throw that question through as a Facebook message to the Modern Combat 5 page, because I'm afraid I wouldn't have any idea. Whoop, apparently though I found something which I have failed to get rid of as far as the notification, but don't worry about that because what we're worried about is our grand finals. Let's get ourselves into position because already Banshee take the first blood. Not a bad start for them at all. Nice. Oh my god, they're actually taking the lead against score. 4-1 as this game starts off. I mean, it's an enormous difference between taking an early lead and winning the game, but... oh boy, I don't want to get too carried away, but I'm going to say it right now. Banshee, could they do the unthinkable? Could they take down Score Gaming, who are the absolute monsters of Android Modern Combat 5? it's looking a little bit like it could be possible. Banshee still maintain the lead. Score are trading kills. It's not a big lead, but hey, easy for you. I know we've seen them do really well before. Let's keep focused on them for the time being. They've gotten kills, but they've gotten deaths as well. Banshee still holding on to this small but significant lead. Banshee trying to camp out this area, trying to hold the line. We can see Score Gaming coming around from multiple sides at once, looking to try and overload the defenses of Banshee. They are trading kills backwards and forwards. Nice knife kill there for Easy For You, desperately trying to hold onto this area, but numbers in favour of Score, and Banshee are going to lose their defensive objective. Very nice play from Score there, coming in from two sides, overwhelming Banshee's ability to respond. Still, all credit to Banshee. They did get a few kills of their own, but now it's going to be the hoof is on the other foot, as now it's Score who can hold the defensive position. Still Easy For You doing work as well, picking up the siege weapon himself, and we're going to be seeing doing a lot of work. That laser really tearing through Score Gaming, and Banshee are starting to establish themselves back into a reasonable position again. Really, really nicely done. I'm so impressed by what we've seen from Banshee so far. Score absolutely terrifying to play against, but this time round Banshee are doing pretty darn well. I mean, the lead is tenuous, but it's there. Now we've got Easy For You coming from the back, gonna try and immolate a few fools. Still 5 kills in favour of Banshee. Easy working very, very nicely with that picked up weapon. Gonna need to maybe see if we can get hold of that once again to really get the job done. Coming from the back, a little bit of corridor fighting, possibly a bit of a missed time, but there we go. Gometex comes through, using that laser to be able to really get it back. Still, Banshee, 5 kills remain ahead, 6-5. It's going up and down. We've seen this so many times in each of these other games. These teams are so close, but they stay the same amount of close. Kills being traded once again. Now it's 4. Score desperately need to try and pull themselves into leaders. Banshee pick up 2 more, thanks to Fear doing work. And then Fear also picking a knife kill. Let's go and find Fear, because they are doing work in this game. No, I think they're dead. There we go. Fear not having the best of games with it, but that last section picking up a lot of kills for Banshees. The numbers still remain so equal. Now it's gone down to 3. A chance for Fear to really show what they're made of. I think that what they may be made of is Swiss cheese as they go down to Score. 2 kills behind for Score Gaming. Let's spend a little bit of time looking at them. Merrick, nice 2-to-1 kill to death ratio. Doing work, 1 kill away. Score catching up slowly but surely. Banshee need to get that string of kills. Marek taking a turn at just the wrong time, and Banshee manages to pull themselves back into the lead once more by the slimmest of margins, starting to pick up even more, almost. And managed to pull himself through an ace. Another nice kill. Easy For You. What a monster. 11-8. Getting killed so many times, but so many deaths as well. Exactly what Banshee need when they are ahead in this game. They've now pushed themselves back up to 5 again. They're operating as a unit. They're trying to get these 2v1s. Nice splash of neon to mark their territory. 5 kills, still maintain coming up to 2 minutes before the end of the game. 1 more kill for Banshee coming in. For Peter taking down the kill. Easy For You working as a unit with his teammates. They're about to walk into trouble. Will they come ahead? It's going to be very dicey. They've managed it. They picked up another couple of kills, pulling them ahead. They've crested the 40 mark. Could Banshee manage it? Could they take a game off Score Gaming? That would be incredible. I've just got to check that what I'm seeing here is the right thing. I'm definitely looking at the right team, am I? Banshee, yeah, with Easy For You. I was thought for a second we might just be looking at I might have got the teams the wrong way around. But Banshee have still got the 7 kill lead coming to the last part of the game. They pick up another kill. Fear still doing work. Banshee's individual members getting killed so many times, but they're trading. They're trading constantly. Each time they're dying, they're getting a kill back, and they're holding on to this lead, starting to slowly extend it into a real and present danger of Score Gaming actually losing this first game of the best of 5. But Banshee need to keep this up. They get another kill, trading back and forth once again. One more kill is going to mean that Banshee win the game. They go up 1-0. I don't know if I've even seen this happen personally before, but it's a long way before Banshee can actually take it. I don't know if we saw a player leaving just then or if there was a numbers disadvantage for score, but as far as I'm aware, it is 1-0 to Banshee in this best of 5 series. What a game! So, as we can tell from the screen, we're going to be going on to the rooftops for our second game. I know a lot of you guys in chat will be very surprised. I'm very surprised as well to see Score Gaming losing a game to Banshee. Incredibly well played for them. But the concentration that's going to be needed from both these teams in what could be a very long best of 5. Can Banshee keep on doing it? Please do let us know in all forms of chat on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Mob Crush, on everywhere you can think of. Will we see the Titans of Score Gaming go down here to Banshee, a team that, at least as a team, I don't believe have competed in any cup before. I would have to imagine that the individual players are very experienced themselves. There's no way they could do that to Score Gaming otherwise. But to come in as a new team and be the ones who threaten at this point to actually dethrone the Kings of Kings Score Gaming, it's really something to see. I hope you guys have been grateful that are happy to have made it this far through the broadcast to see this absolutely unprecedented win for Banshee. Still, let's not get too far ahead. It's just Steezy Gaming is saying in the chat. There's every chance you might see Score Gaming coming back. We have got the pass key for the next game. And also, happily, it looks like our stream more or less held up during that. Which is excellent news, of course. So you guys got to experience that. I know the FPS wasn't probably what it should be, but still, I'm certainly pretty happy that we got to enjoy that first game, and what a first game it is. So we're going to jump straight into Game 2 of our finals. And I'm going to keep saying it because I honestly just still can't believe it. 1-0 up to Banshee. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, do you think Banshee can do it twice more? Or do you think perhaps it could easily be said that Score Gaming come into this one? I mean, they've won so many times, I almost feel like they perhaps don't even know how to lose. If that means that they perhaps aren't going to be as focused in that game 1 as they should have been, it's a possibility. I mean, certainly, I have to wonder what's going on in the Banshee camp right now. How surprised they are that they won that game. Okay, it looks like they've re-hosted the second game, which explains why I was having a bit of trouble finding it. There we go. I think we should be able to jump right into that one. Ah, I see. One of the players forgot to set the spectator option for the previous game. So they just had to rehost it. We shouldn't be too far off jumping back in again. I'm just going to quickly grab myself another bottle of water, because this one should be pretty exciting. Abhishek Sharma. I hope I've got approximately right as far as name goes. Banshee are a new team, which makes it all the more surprising that they were to go not only toe-to-toe, but also take a game off Score Gaming. I have to imagine that this is, you know, the Banshee's made up of a team of veterans who just haven't played together before, but still, really, really impressive stuff. Made it easy for you. Really, really showing up in that last game. But honestly, the team playing really well. Even the members of Banshee, Banshees who didn't do that particularly well, still kept on fighting during the course of that game. Still kept on pushing. And, yeah, they kept on getting those kills, which are oh so important. I mean, it was still very, very close. Sweet. Abhishek, I hope I continue to get it approximately right, because it will probably change every single time I say it. But yeah, I mean, Arsh, I think you're right. I mean, it still would be very, very surprising to see Score Gaming not win this finals, just because they've done it so very often. But hey, we've got a possibility here. A possibility we might actually see Score Gaming go down for the first time in forever. Hey, sorry noob. Welcome to the stream. You have come at the perfect time, because we have seen that a god can bleed. Score Gaming losing the first game of this best of 5 finals against Banshee. Only 2 games separate from the rest of it. I'm just going to quickly let our admins know what's going on in the lobby. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing what Score can do on this rooftops. As you guys are saying in the chat, the rooftops is a favoured map for them. We'll see what they can do with it. I mean, there was only a few kills really separating that game from going either way. Ah, I see. RHS, good intel there. We did suspect that this might be the case, that Score Gaming were a little bit too comfortable in Game 1. They've got a chance to come back and show their war face in Game 2. I think perhaps there is always the danger that if you let a team get a little bit of confidence behind them, that they know that they can strike and can win games, that confidence can carry them through the rest of the series, so it can make potentially, you know, sandbagging, which is what you might be calling it here in terms of, you know, not playing to your best in a given game, can be very, very harmful, because suddenly your opponents who were maybe put off by your reputation initially, now that they've actually won a game, they've got momentum coming into Game 2, Game 3. I mean, it's perhaps even ludicrous to think about, but the idea, even just to be able to contemplate the idea that Score Gaming could not only lose, but lose 0-3, it's honestly, it's only a step more unbelievable that Score Gaming would lose a game in the first place. Blake Blackhead, thank you for sticking with us so far. Please do catch up on the VOD on YouTube if you can't stick around to watch the whole finals. It's going to be pretty crazy. You do not want to miss who comes out ahead in this one. quickly just rejoin the lobby because I think I timed out. So Rashab, coming into this one, it is only 1-0 to Banshee. There's still potentially 4 games to play, but we're heading into our game 2. With Banshee up 1-0. Looks like we're seeing a bit of last minute preparation, and we're going to slam into game 2 in just a few more moments. It's going to get pretty crazy, but we are on rooftops, and as you guys have said, Score Gaming, this is a favoured map for them. There's been some suggestion that Score Gaming may have not been taking Banshee as seriously as they should have been. We've got a chance to see what the serious face of Score Gaming is. I believe that we've had a colour swap, so I'm just going to adjust accordingly. I'll adjust back again if that turns out not to be the case. Just putting in the 1-0, and we'll get all those updated. We'll be moving across to the in-game view in just a second, and here we go. Oh, darn it. Well, that's a little disappointing. Unfortunately, as you guys can tell from looking at the stream, even though we can hear the sounds of the game progressing, I think this possibly is a problem with my device overheating after quite a long day. I'm not sure though. But I don't think we've got any way of actually interacting with the particular game. It has crashed out. Unfortunately, we can't rejoin as a spectator. That's a real shame, especially for a game this important. I guess what we'll just have to do is drop out to a custom game for the time being. I can only offer my sincerest of commiserations to everyone watching. I know we all wanted to see that game very, very badly. We'll just have to wait for game 3. But yes, let's make the best of a bad situation and nail ourselves into a custom. Hey, why don't we take a team battle on the rooftops, just like our good pals are right now. Passkey's going to be ESL, just ESL this time around. Rooftops, team battle, competitive match, everything is cool. Alright guys, so just throw in the passkey ESL if you want to join in a rooftops team battle. While we can't see it between Score Gaming and Banshee, at least we can act it out ourselves. Hey Iluk, Manuel? I'm not sure. It's a little hard to read your name, I'm afraid. The Hacksaw has not gone anywhere at all. He's going to be back with everybody tomorrow to show off his sick casting skills for some delightful iOS action. Just not with us today for the Android. This is a very experimental stream. Just more or less kind of a long-form technology test here. As you'll see, They're not always the most stable of things, but we'll do our very best to bring you as much action as we can, because we know that you want to know what's happening at all times. But let's get ourselves across to here. And I'll put up a little display on the screen. Telling you guys what the pass key is. Alright guys, we're starting to fill out this game. Unfortunately, Mohammed Saeed, if I enter the password again, I just end up playing as a player rather than a spectator, which is really unfortunate. It sucks, I know, but what can we do, huh? We'll just play as much, we'll just kill some time until we do get into Game 3. I'll let you guys know as soon as I know what is going to what the actual result of that. Do we find out that Banshee have gone up 2-0? Or do we find out that Score Gaming have managed to pull it back to 1-1? Looking at some of the comments here, we can certainly see, yes, Score always the undisputed king of ESL. Not unearned, certainly. Alright guys, just a few more. We'll have ourselves a happy, merry little Christmas. I think that's how the song goes. To kill a bit of time before the Score match ends. I'll probably just wait for whoever the rubber ducky is. Who's that? Nath? If you moved across to the team, we could probably start a 3v3 just so we got something to start with. Pass key is ESL if you want to join in. There we go. We've got another player coming in. So we should be able to get started for a mini version of round 2 of our finals. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Yes, Meteo, that's the right attitude. At least we saw the first match, and what a first match it was. Absolutely crazy. Just to see, it's honestly an honour to be able to see something like that myself. To be able to talk you guys through. Well, I've no idea how many losses Score Gaming have had in their career, but it can't be very many. And to have it in the finals as well? Oh boy. Hey Eric Moore, how's it going? I hope you enjoy this little custom game we're going to run to kill a bit of time before we get back into the finals itself. We're winning with the rooftops, just like Score Gaming and Banshee are fighting over right now. We can perhaps use ourselves as a proxy war to find out who's going to win. Blue team will be Banshee, red team will be Score Gaming. We will channel their spirits. They're not dead, of course, but we will channel them nonetheless. And see if we can get some hot quality action coming in. In our custom game, of course, because it's this is on Android, so passkey ESL, you can come and join in this match anytime you like and really get stuck in. Quality seems to be pretty okay right now, so that's good. Apologies in advance if anything does go awry. As we find Lieutenant down, getting taken down very quickly by Oxygen. Let's see, who's our big player in this? It's gonna be let's call him Vinny. VN. I can't really... Steve? VN? Steve? Oh no, it's Steve. That's his name. So Steve, coming out. Oh, hey David Chin. Yes, I'm, personally speaking, myself as Counterfeit, I'm primarily a PC player, trying things out on the Android at the moment. Fortunately, I've been able to stay away from actually playing this game because I'm atrocious on Android. I have so much respect for players who are able to operate with such great skill while playing on Android because and iOS, because I'm just, as a PC player primarily, I'm just so used to mouse and keyboard, I find it very difficult to adjust. But these guys make it look very easy. Steve, of course, a very high quality player. ESL will be the pass key for this game. In fact, I'll just put it back up on the stream again. Because why not, really? Let's stick up here. Maybe over here? That's a good place to put it, I think. So yeah, Abhishek Sharma, if you want to come and join this game, you are more than welcome. Just throw in the passkey ESL, and I believe you should be able to just join in, the same as if it was a new game. Of course, we may not have too much longer for this game, because we have got the passkey incoming for Game 3 of our best of 5 finals. It is, and this may be disappointing to some of you guys who are watching, it was brought back to parity by Score Gaming. As expected, they did well on Rooftops, bringing Banshee, effectively making this into a best of 3. So we haven't seen Banshee manage to extend that lead. How crazy would it have been if we had seen them go up to 0? But perhaps no surprises there coming in to see Score Gaming succeed on their preferred venue. So for from the third map will be Construction Site, and if we go all the way to the 5th map, then it will be Rush coming in as a game type, just to really pull things to finality. I'll be keeping an eye out and making sure that we do get into that. Oh, yep, that's going to be it. We've got the call has arrived. We have our key to the city. We have our access to Game 3 of our finals between Score Gaming and Banshee. We'll be getting in there as soon as is humanly possible, because I know everybody here wants to know what's going to happen. David Chim, I appreciate your position. That's exactly my position as well. No good on Android. PC for me all the way. Hey, Julio2001XP. That's a long name. Welcome to the stream. If you're here for the first time, you have come at exactly the right time, because we are in the depths of a best of 5 final between Score Gaming and Banshee. Banshee, an entirely new team coming to this one, I'm sure made of veteran players, but nonetheless took Game 1 off of Score Gaming, which is really, really impressive. But Score Gaming have managed to equalise, but it was on one of their favourite maps, Rooftops. So whether or not we'll be able to see Score Gaming starting to build up ahead of steam, heading into the halfway point of this best of 5, or if Banshee can surprise us once again, and again steal away another win. It's all to play for here. I'm going to jump myself into Spectate so we can get started. Look, Gaming, give me some nice respect across to Steezy and their sniper roosing. Julio2001XP, the Windows tournaments, which I'll have a quick double check, I believe take place on Sundays. Oh, that's right, no, I mistake, sorry. Next Saturday, 20th of May, that will be the next PC tournament. So, just have to wait 1 week before we can see some top quality PC action. Alright, so we're going to get into our all-important Game 3 score on the red team. Banshee on the blue, 1 apiece. This could not get any more tense, particularly for Banshee. They've got the chance to show that they can stand up against the toughest possible competition in Modern Combat 5 Android. With Score Gaming just win and win and win and win. But they don't win every single time. Meteo, unfortunately the second match had some technical issues, so we could not bring that to you, but third match, hopefully, will go ahead without a hitch. We are just loading into it now. Seems to be alright so far. We'll hold our breath, cross our fingers that Game 3 will be absolutely fine. Is it going to load in? Are we okay? I think, yes, we are. Let's head straight into the game. Let's get rid of that passkey because it's not relevant anymore. Let's get this overlay going and let's see ourselves some top quality action. Let's see what Banshee can do in Game 3. 1 apiece. Score have managed to secure this early lead. The psychological advantage, certainly significant, but the score-wise, it can turn around very, very quickly. Let's keep an eye out, of course. Oh no! Score go up 4-0 very, very quickly. Easy for you, we'll keep an eye out for them. So far, only one death in this game has been a massive factor for Banshee so far, but Score has started this game out strong. We received information that Score might have been taking things a little bit easy in Game 1, and they do not seem to be doing that in Game 2, going up 7-0. Let's see where those kills have gotten laid across. It is going to be Danny L, who's a long-time player for Score. Very, very efficient. Still, we do see 3 kills total now accumulated for Banshee. They are not going down without a fight. Come attacks off the backside of this one. 3 kills, 0 deaths, looking to add to his collection. Gonna avoid out a little bit of thrown trouble their way. Score with a pretty comfortable lead at this point, but there's still 5 minutes of play left. Banshee have still shown that they can fight. Danielle picking up a kill, Fear trading it back immediately. We saw this from Score in Game 1, but Banshee, well, this is exactly what was happening in so many of these games. We're seeing these teams trading, but now Banshee are actually picking up a whole bunch of kills for themselves. Fear up 1-0. They're now starting to get a numbers advantage on the map, starting to try and press through. They're really trying to press that advantage coming from the back. Fear trying to get it through, will trade the kill back, and they have managed to pull themselves back up to almost parity. Phew. Rashad, welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you here. We are in a very tight best of 5 between Banshee and Score. 1 apiece. Fear is going to try, but he's going to get taken to pieces. Score pick up an extra couple of kills for themselves and an extra couple more. Banshee desperately holding on in Game 3 of this best of 5, trying to keep up with the monolith that is Score Gaming. Fear walking around the back, trying to find it through. 3 kills, 1 death, doing pretty well so far in this game, but gets nailed off the backside of that one. Kills being traded backwards and forwards, but we're going to need to see something more from Banshee. They need to start accumulating these kills without trading if they want to make up that big 7 kill difference. Papatone with a nice grenade hit. Crystal Test as well with a rocket coming through. Very, very nice from them. We've seen before the Banshee, as soon as they get the chance, will start really laying it into the opposition as fast as they can. Doing a little bit of tweaking. There we go. So, Banshee, Score. Banshee with the 6 kill deficit. Score still managing to trade and trade and trade. 3 minutes left on the clock. 6 kills separating the 2 teams. Pepito picks up one without getting traded back. So important, but Danielle immediately finds them and finishes the job. So, Score so efficient at just making sure they maintain that lead. So many of these teams have just done that. They've gotten to this point where they've got the 5 kill lead or so, and then they're just trading backwards and forwards. Ken with a really nice shot from long range, picking up an extra kill for them. Of course, these sniper kills very important for either team to be able to just get those non-traded kills back. Abhishek, I'm afraid the stream will be a little bit low FPS in this end. The program we're using isn't quite up to the task. It seems to be more or less okay on my end, I think. But in the translations, a little bit's getting lost here. But still, back to the matter at hand. Score have managed to pull themselves ahead. 10 kills ahead, in fact, because of their great use of the snipers to be able to just pick off these individual kills while still maintaining this trade parity. Fear doing work, though, for Banshee. Of course, the Rufflecopter not spending it very long in this world at all. Banshee still staying 10 kills behind. Again, the trading of kills. At this point, with the advantage... Whoa, wait a second. Hold the phone. Easy for you. Manages to go through and pick up a few extra kills. It's still 8 kills behind. Only a minute left on the clock. 7 kills behind. Banshee need to pull everything out right now, managing to just avoid that grenade. Still need to find kills. All Score Gaming need to do for this last minute is stay out of trouble, keep picking up these sniper kills. Nice grenade from MC5 is going to find its target. No, Fear's the one to take the kill in the end. Banshee searching the whole map for kills right now. Score Gaming desperately trying to stay in the lead. They've still got 7 kills up. That's so hard to catch up on in just 40 seconds. MC5 just avoids taking a hail of bullets to the face, goes back in trying to trade it back again, but no, Score Gaming playing the waiting game, knowing that they've got such a huge advantage. They don't need to take risky fights right now, they can just wait it out, but no, they will even pick up a two extra more, belying my words. Score Gaming, I don't think we'll go through, but we're starting to see leaves already coming in. I think Score Gaming pretty much have this one in the bag easy, and Banshees, they do manage to pick up at least a couple of kills, consolation prizes, but there's no way they make up that difference. 1-0, Score Gaming go up 2-1 in this best of 5. Oh boy. In that case, I'm really going to have to get these changed over. What a series we've seen so far. We've honestly seen that Banshee can manage to stand up against Score Gaming, but I don't know. I honestly don't know if Banshee have got what it takes. Let's get their logo in, because these guys made it through all the way to the final, so I think they pretty much deserve to have at least a proper logo in there. I'm not really clear on what Banshee's logo has to do with, honestly, anything. But nonetheless, their little froggy face will be gracing our screens. Oh boy, well, potentially only one more game separates Score Gaming from yet another tournament win. Banshee have shown themselves able to dance, but whether they can do one, they can manage to bring it back to 2-2, it's an enormous ask. Sure, why don't we can get another custom game going. So the next game is going to be on Vantage, so that is also where we will be as well. Let's see if we can get a preview. Pass key is going to be ESL once again. Damn. Turns out, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint you guys, because we've got the best and worst news at the same time, which is that we have our fourth and potentially final game of the finals, starting up in just a moment. getting the pass key in right now. What do you guys think? Could we see the comeback from Banshee? Or do you think Score Gaming are too much for them to deal with? Oh, excuse me. Jumping into Spectate. Score Gaming going to be the blue. Banshee. Fear itself on the red. Alright guys, I've just received word from our beneficent administrative staff, because they are so impressed with you guys for sticking out to the very end. We're going to do one more giveaway right at the end of the finals, once it's all concluded. We're just getting set up for game now. I think we may have switched out. Maybe switching lobbies potentially. But yeah, if any of you guys do stick it out for the end of the finals, we'll do a final giveaway through there as well. So this one will be on the YouTube platform, since we've already cycled through everyone already. That seems like YouTube is where most of you guys are right now. So if you like 500 free credits, please do stick around for the end of the stream. And you'll be effectively put in a raffle. Okay, a little bit of a delay before starting our fourth game of the series. So, just to explain what I'll do at the end of the finals here. Sorry, what we'll do at the end of the finals is I'll give you a particular thing to type into chat a lot, and then you'll be able to be entered into a draw at that point. I do apologise, yes, I had to cancel out the custom game because the tournament match, as Abhishek is saying, is about to begin, and we don't want to miss that. And I have to say, I do appreciate all of you guys who help each other out in the chat when I can't be everywhere at once. So I very much do appreciate that. Alright, we have got our new code. Let's see about getting into that lobby. I am so excited to see if Banshee can manage it. They've even on the last game, they were still trying so hard. Let's jump into Spectate. So again, we're playing a team battle on Vantage. Score Gaming gonna be on the left. We're gonna have Banshee over on the right hand side. It's going to be quite a game for the finals. What a chance for Banshee to come back in this one. 2-1. Of course, these guys swapping sides. Means I'll have to do a little bit of admin on this end. But shouldn't be too much longer for... Alright, that should be all up to date. So, who do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be Score Gaming doing it once again, or do Banshee have what it takes with their little froggy faces? As we saw, their logo is bizarrely a frog Banshee of some kind. Would certainly be news to me. But yes, do you think Banshee have what it takes to take another game off Score Gaming? Or do you think Score Gaming have been put on notice and will no longer be giving anything less than their A game? And if that is the case, perhaps, just perhaps, Banshee can deal with that A game. Alright, so let's get into game. Yes, we're all groovy, so let's head across and not waste any time as we go into our fourth game. Let's keep an eye out. No kills being secured either side so far. Of course, they know how careful both teams need to be to not give away an early advantage. And while it took that long for Score to actually pick up the initial ones, well, it's going pretty thick and fast. But still evening up straight away from Banshee. Very nicely done. We're seeing some it seems that Banshee are working pretty well in the confined spaces. We've seen how well it's worked for Score before, but try and keep their distance from Banshee and pick up those kills that are so very hard to trade back in. Complete parity between the two teams. Playing so carefully, Crystal Test picks up a nice kill off the backside. That one doesn't get it traded back straight away. So Banshee have held on to the smallest possible lead and are now swarming around the inside, making it almost impossible, knowing that Score Gaming have to come to them at some point. Easy for you picks up a kill onto Go Attacks. Let's see if we can find him in the list here. I think I'll probably try literally everyone apart from him. Fear yet to pick up any kills in this game, but still, Banshee have managed to pick it up. There we go, easy for you. With a little alien face, goes down very, very low. We might be about to see Score manage to break in, but no, Banshee hold their ground just about and actually extend their lead. 8-5 in this crucial fourth game for Banshee. Score Gaming can afford to lose this one, but honestly, they seem to be trying pretty darn hard not to. Banshee, that as motivated as they could possibly be. And of course, we may well end up going into Rush, if that is going to be the case for our fifth and potentially final game. If Banshee can hold on to the central position, keep accumulating the kills. Did pick up another one off the side there. Score Gaming struggling to find a way through. Easy for you cooking that grenade, throwing it down the stairs, nicely done. But Danielle does find Crystal Test, takes him out, potentially finds a way. Danielle with another kill in. Easy for you. We know we're seeing Banshee breaking their lines. Danielle does finally get taken down, but the damage may have already been done. Banshee are going to scramble to re-establish their lines that have worked so well for them before. But now they've been driven out of that central area. Will Score Gaming keep them from re-establishing themselves? Easy for you, a huge player, as I mentioned before, for Banshee. No, Banshee are changing up their tactics and moving out as a unit, trying to make sure they at least trade those kills across. Easy for you, ducking and diving across the desk. But no, it is only going to be a trade of kills in the end. Score have managed to at least penetrate into the central part of this area, moving as a unit. Easy for you, going around the corner, looking to try and find a kill. Does not find it, but at least it doesn't find them instead. S5 gets a kill to Score Danielle. Danielle has been absolutely crazy for Score in previous taunts. But no, Marriott getting taken down by Easy for you. Let's take a quick glance at the scoreboard. If we get the chance, Papito is actually the biggest player currently now for Banshee. The kill's still so close. Banshee picking up yet another one. 3 minutes left on the clock. Banshee struggling so hard. Papito unstoppable. Let's see if we can find them. Crystal Test, no. Papito right at the end. 8-1 in this game. But immediately the caster curse comes into effect, allowing them to get taken down the second we actually find them. Still, Banshee hold on 2.5 minutes. 2 kill advantage. Papito back on their feet again. The chance for them to be the difference maker for Banshee. Auto turret's gonna be deployed. Danielle and Score, they suddenly start tearing chunks out of Banshee. Score are now in the lead. Papito is gonna try and come back, try and stop the bleeding, reloading. Gonna have that turret to be able to keep some advantage, but it's exact parity once again from the very start of the game. Now we see Score picking up 2 off the backside. Banshee's coherence starting to struggle a little bit. Papito not being where the team needs them to be. Easy for you though, picks up 2 kills, including Danny L. Recon aircraft coming out as well. Banshee lagging behind by 1 kill. The smallest again of margins between these two teams. Now it's down to Banshee to try and find those unanswered kills once again. Oh, the shot comes across. Score, pick up 2. Those sniper rifles serving them well, giving that 3-kill advantage. No trade backs. Banshee need to find a way back into things, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be happening anytime soon. Pepito needs to get work done. Score, pick up 2 more. Oh my god, and they tear Banshee apart. Banshee so close for such a long time. Could this be the moment that Score Gaming puts this game out of reach? 7 kills up, another kill coming in. Pepito, who's been so influential, now not able to win these 1v1 fights that their team needs them to so desperately. Kills being traded backwards and forwards. Recon aircraft going to come out, Score, picking up more and more kills. They want to put this one home in a hurry. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard and see. Scoreboard is the right of it. It's going to be a bunch of indecipherable symbols. It's the highest score. Let's see if we can find them. There we are. And immediately they get murdered. I don't know if that was perhaps just because we were looking at them a little bit too closely, but Banshee lagging behind by 7 kills, 20 seconds left in the game. It's going to be, I think, an impossibility, surely, for Score to lose at this point. But Banshee have pressed them back. 10 seconds, 9 kills, drone being deployed by Score. There's no way for Banshee back in this game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Score Gaming have done it again. They are your grand champions of the number 13 Android Cup. What a great performance. I guess actually we're supposed to go back on this one. What a great performance from Banshee. They really pushed Score Gaming there, but ultimately it was not to be. Score Gaming retain their dominance up at the top of the table. Banshee, still some work to do perhaps to try and match their pure power of Score Gaming. Still, a lot of respect for Banshee for managing to take that game off of Score. Maybe remind Score that their position up at the top is not as unassailable as they might have thought. Alright guys, so that concludes our number 13 tournament. Score, as perhaps expected coming into it, are going to be our winners, but there is a chance for you guys to be winners as well. If you drop into the YouTube chat, hashtag Score as our finalists, hashtag Score with your platform that you play on, iPad, PC or Android, and your dog tag, then you'll be entered in the draw a couple of minutes from now. Then we will give away 500 credits to the lucky winner. So please do get those entries in. So again, hashtag Score, SKOR, the platform you play on, and your dog tag, and you'll be entered into a draw, which will be concluded in just about 5 minutes' time. But wow, what a best of 5! What a finals we had! Abhishek, don't forget to put your dog tag in, otherwise you won't be able to get anything. There we go. Arshes has got the idea. Alright, I'm going to start making note of all of these so that we can... Remember, you'll only need to enter once. If you've won before, you will not be eligible to win again. Make sure everyone gets a chance at these free credits. I'm just taking a few of you here. Well. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly note through who I've got so far. So Arch S, Steezy Gaming, Abhishek Sharma, Rishabh Lachirandri, Loke, I'm going to put you in now. Thank you for sticking with us all, guys. Of course, as mentioned before, this is a thank you from our admins for staying with us so far. Of course, guys, don't worry about entering more than once, because I've still got everyone in here. So, Mohammed Saeed, Nia, Sikrom, Pizza Gaming, I'm going to get hold of you as well. But yes, of course, we'll do one final. We'll do one final custom game, because of course, you guys, we're all here to play. So I'll set up in a second once we're done with this last giveaway. Alright, AJ, you did it on Facebook, but it's right. This time around, I'll let you get away with it. Good point, Loke Gaming. For any of you guys who've been watching, it's very worthwhile to mention, if you've enjoyed as much as we've been able to bring it to you this evening, what's been going on, please do join in yourself. If you enjoy playing Mortal Kombat 5, there is no better way to enjoy it than in the tournament format, playing with some friends. So go to play.eslgaming.com /Modern Combat, and you can sign up there, bring your team in, and get yourself a chance at all those credits which you can work hard and earn as a team. Alright, let's see, just checking we've got everybody. So yes, I'm going to announce the winner in just a few moments once I've made sure that I've gotten everyone into the tournament who wants to be in the tournament. Out of the line, got you as well. Okay, so Arsh S, Steezy Gaming, Abhishek Sharma, Rishabh Lalchiandri, Loke Gaming, Mohammed Saeed, Nia, Zircon, Pizza Gaming, Mateo Illustration, AJ Kumar, Naftas, and Outer Line. Those are entrants so far, so we've got very last chance for you guys. If you want to enter, this is the time to do it. Hashtag score, your platform, and your dog tag. Don't need to do it if you've already entered already, and particularly if I read your name out. But I think it looks like that's all for it for now, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's see who's going to be. It's going to be number 4. The person whose name I horribly murdered. Rishabh Lalchandani is our YouTube number 2 winner. So you'll be getting that code coming through. Just check here, so 0E290. So Rishabh, I'm afraid Tamshin that the moment has passed. So we're not taking any more entries because we've already got our winner, I'm afraid. But you can all be a winner in our final custom game of the evening. Just gonna get that set up for you guys right now. I will certainly take suggestions in the immediate future for what map we should play on. Yeah, congratulations, Rishabh. You seem very pleased about it. That's going to be 500 credits heading away sometime next week once they get back into the office and they actually send it to you. So I kind of feel, in honour of that last game, we should get back onto Vantage and play out that team battle, our own personal version of our final game of finals. Passkey is going to be ESL, team battle, blah, 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 blah. Everything's in there, so please do get us in. Pizza Gaming, if you have any credits on account, I believe there is a bit of a backlog at the moment, but I believe that is going to be addressed. So, passkey is ESL. For our last game of the evening. I've been Peter Counterfeit Hunnell. I've been a lot of fun to be able to bring you guys in. I very much appreciate you all sticking with us for the duration, or at least the ones of you who were. And any of you guys who have watched during the course of things, come join in our last battle to see us off into the night. Passkey ESL on the Android platform, as you'd expect on an Android tournament. Steve comes in. Steve always the first to the party, and generally one of our most potent players as well. MWM Gaming, I do apologise. The giveaway is already over, I'm afraid. But if you come back, I believe there'll be 2 tournaments going on tomorrow. Out of the line, as much as I'd love to play this time, I've tried playing other games and basically I just couldn't do anything. So it makes more sense for me to spectate, honestly, because I literally can't do anything on Android. On the PC, which will be next week, I will definitely join in because I'm at least semi-competent on the PC. But on Android, honestly, it's a waste of time. So guys, we already got 3 coming in. Can we get ourselves a full final game? Can we replicate the final game of the final finals? It remains to be seen. Passkey ESL. Steezy Gaming making a promise to snipe for their fans. Well, every possibility of that happening. 3 versus 2. I bet we can get ourselves Meteor Illustration. Thank you for your continued enthusiasm, but be aware that the giveaway is over for the time being. It will be there for other tournaments, but not anymore. Alright, we're now 4v3 rather than... Oh, nice 4v4. I think we're looking like we might be heading towards... Counter C is Nab. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Always nice to get a shout in the global chat. So I think if we can just steal maybe 1 more player aside, we'll see. I'll give it a couple of minutes. If... Oh, there we go. We've got, I think, a couple of players coming in. No, just 1 person with an incredibly long name. So 1 more and we'll be ready to get started. Yes, there have been legends about this Steezy player. I think we're so close to having that 5v5 that we've been crying out for all this time. Who's going to be our last player for our last game of the evening? Of course, this is outside of the normal tournament realm, because we're just playing for fun, and also to honour our victors Score Gaming on the map that they won the finals on. 1 more player. Okay, I think we're going to go for 4v4. Never mind, let's just do that. Whoop. Great. Alright. So guys, Thank you so much for sticking with us during the course of the evening. Everybody here has appreciated all of the feedback and all the positive and negative things you've had to say. We're of course trying our darnest to give you the best possible product we can. You know that we've got obviously a lot to learn all the time. We'll be striving to make as best a experience for everyone as we can, and hopefully we'll be getting a lot better as time goes on. Please do tune in tomorrow for the return of your casting god Hacksaw. Brandon, can you remind me what's Steezy's in-game name? Because it escapes me for a second. We'll probably figure out when we see who's getting sniped in the face constantly. Of course, you can still keep joining in the game. Passkey is ESL. And it's turning into an incredibly violent match. Of course, yes. That's Steezy, of course. Alright, already picking up one kill. It's Steezy channel. But Steezy getting some close-up fighting. Still manages to somehow survive all of that. This is a masterclass, but no! Steezy not invulnerable. Mateo, I think if you're gonna try and advertise sniper montages, the Steezy channel is definitely the place to do it, because Steezy's doing a masterclass of sniping right now. Not invulnerable, but yeah, not as vulnerable as you might think. Pulling his team into a nice lead. Ooh, does get taken out though off the backside. I think, no, was it? I thought for a second we might have seen an assault, a sniper rifle taking out Steezy, which would of course be the greatest irony of all. Because he is usually the one who does it himself. Or he or she, I have no idea. So, blue team as a whole pulling ahead, perhaps in no small part thanks to the Steezy, who is definitely not paying for his promotion. Their promotion during the match. But let's take a little bit of time to look at what's Massel. Let's see if we can find Massel on the opposing on the other side. Let's see. Massel doing work for the red team, who are starting to pull themselves back into this a little bit. Now we've taken a break from the Steezy channel. As we've seen other games, we've got players who are very good, picking up a lot of kills, but they're also accumulating a fair chunk of their own deaths. Still, red team managed to pull themselves in the lead despite the Steezy factor. Steezy factor? Oh, I'm confusing myself. Massel getting absolutely massive for the red team, pulling them into a lead. Nice grenade across the wall, anticipating the advances of the blue team and tearing them to pieces. Very nice work from Massel, starting to really separate out from the pack. Four minutes remain. We'll see if Massel can continue this path of rage. He's managed to 1v quite a lot of times. Nice positioning there, making themselves basically unkillable, and the red team start to pick up more kills. Massel with one of their own. But we did see Oxygen getting work done on the last one. 5-5 though, can't compare with Massel's record, which is absolutely ludicrous. Nice takeout on the chopper. EMP strike is going to come in favour. Blue team has started to really pick up steam. Or say you pick up steam, but they have that steam cut off almost immediately. Still, Massel doing work 17-7. Really gross in this game. That little trophy on this gun, certainly well earned. The red tint, evidently the blood of the enemies of Massel right now. Thank you, Dana. Thank you for watching the stream. Have a lovely evening. Less than 3 minutes left on our last show match of the evening. 38-38. A very, very even game between these two teams. Recon Aircraft is going to be coming in. I can't imagine it's going to last a tremendously long amount of time, considering how quick these guys have been on the draw to take it out very, very swiftly. But Massel's still doing work 23-8. And I was going to say really good position to avoid getting shot in the face, but as soon as I say that, I immediately get shot in the face. Ana Martinez, do not be sad about saying why I never did this on Windows, because that's exactly what is going to happen next week. Same time, same place, we will have a Windows tournament. We should have a lot better performance game-wise because of it coming to the PC rather than Android. And yeah, if everything goes to plan, that will be same time, same place next week. So Android and PC will kind of swap in and out for once. Yep, and that's going to be the end of it. And of course, it is going to be the massive Massel who's going to be the one. And ultimately, it wasn't how we ended up expecting it to turn out. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed your free stuff. That's going to be it for us for now. It's now 6 past midnight here, so I'm going to try and get to sleep if I can, because I got too much adrenaline after those last games. It's been crazy. But guys, please do come back tomorrow for the next couple coming up tournaments. I think it's going to be 2 iOS tournaments if memory serves. Yes, iOS red and blue. A lot of work for Haxel to get done. But if anyone's going to do it, he's the one. Alright guys, it's been lovely to cast for you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.